Music Buzz Live Radio, welcome back here to World Viral TV. My name is Moose. Thank you much for tuning into the program tonight, brought to you by Higher Ground Music Festival, August 23rd in Denver's Rhino District. Check out the lineup and get your tickets at highergroundmusicfestival.com. We are now sitting in studio with the board of directors from the Mile High Scenesters. And guys, we went over you guys a little bit earlier in the program and some basics, but let's get the lowdown on exactly what it is that you do.
Pretty simple. We let kids play music. So we have a few different programs. The primary program that people are probably most familiar with is we put on youth concerts here at Herman's Hideaway every quarter. The kids are all between the ages of the youngest we've had, I believe, is 9 years old, and the oldest is
Pretty
19.
young.
Okay.
And it's a Saturday afternoon. You come down, have some food, and the kids just get to put on a concert. We've been recognized actually for donating instruments to public schools. We've been working with DPS since the Scenesters started. Donated 40 plus instruments at this point. Some as big as a piano. Yep. Liz says that we have an oboe.
Ooh.
Yeah. Wow. Today we have an oboe.
First oboe.
Yeah, we're making records here.
You hear that, kids?
Oboe players.
Too.
And really, it's just a Denver conglomerate of people who love music and wish that maybe there was more access to it when we were kids. At least me personally, when I was 13, if I had a stage to play on, then things are different.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But we're also writing music with kids. We've got a program that with Optimus Youth. This is another organization that we're kind of married to a little bit, and they've got international projects, and I've been writing a song with a girl who's on probation with the Denver probation office, and we're producing a hip-hop song together and doing some cool stuff. So
cool.
We just want to make sure kids can play music.
Okay, and where can we learn more, donate? Where's all the happenings?
Well, you can go to www.milehighscenesters.com or .org.
Right.
To find out a little bit more about us and the programs we do and the projects we've been a part of. And you can also go to our Facebook page.
Yep.
At
it's just
Mile High Scenesters.
Mile High Scenesters. Find us on Facebook. We
and
pop
Twitter too, which I'm not.
We're tweeting.
We are tweeting.
Well, some of us are tweeting.
And that is, what is that? Mile High Scene?
I'm not sure. There's a
Twitter.
feed. There's a feed on our website, milehighscenesters.org.
Okay.
If you're
It's
into
on
tweeting.
the Facebook too.
The board member Diane, who we're gonna do a call in.
5 board members that are here, and none of us know what our Twitter
We need our
handle is.
picture of Diane.
It's all right. We'll get it figured
Go
out.
to
We'll get
Facebook.
there.
The Facebook one we know.
Right.
All right.
And it's nice.
So check them out on Facebook and on the web.
I got a promo video too. If you guys want to watch
We're
that.
going to play that shortly, but real quick, let's hear a little bit about the personal motivation for you guys to do this. What was it that made you fall in love with music or want to be able to help kids make music, whether it was your own children or whatever it might have been?
I think Chris Thomas should start on that one.
Of course.
Maybe many people don't understand that.
Well,
without Chris's involvement, we don't have Herman's and all this cool stuff. So.
Right.
Yeah, we're working at Herman's over the years. I've seen a lot of bands come and go. I've seen young bands come in here. I've seen some of them go on to do great things, and I've seen some not so great things also. And the future of the music scene is in our hands. We watch these kids. We can either be a part of the future and help that, or not. And so I ran into a bunch of like-minded people, and
Chris had a vision.
yeah, it worked out wonderfully.
Yeah.
We started in 2012, and great things have been happening. So
Okay.
Yeah. I teach, so I work with kids every day. I've been lucky enough to teach for a while now, and long enough to see some kids that I have had in my class actually become professional musicians, which is really exciting. I can't really claim that I put them there, but it's inspiring to see how they learned how to incorporate that with their learning, and then being a part of this just gives me a chance to do that even more.
Great.
More and more kids, and there are some really talented, really super amazing musicians out there who aren't even in middle school yet. So
Cool.
Wow. I really just wanted to be a part of something, I think, and when Chris approached me and said, let's do something, the music, obviously was, the answer to what am I trying to say? It was, getting the kids involved and trying to just make sure that the scene proliferates itself.
Yeah, it fills the void.
And it was a need that we saw that needed to be filled. So we did. I'm just really happy to be part of it, and what we can do, I think, still remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Remains to be seen.
It
Stir.
does.
Scenesters.
Well, I think the mentoring aspect is pretty cool too. We get to meet some kids who, they're going to find a path one way or another, and being able to give them a stage to perform and actually get their name out there, I think has really been gratifying to us to see them know that we put them up on that stage. They're going to go from there, and that's just really, really neat.
What's cool?
Yeah,
What's
some
you
of the
cool?
kids
You
that
guys
we've
get
met.
to directly interact with these kids and give,
Yeah,
them a platform to
feels-
kick themselves off.
It feels good because you see a drummer and you're like, oh, that drummer would be really good with this guitar player, So you kind of I've played matchmaker to a couple people or tried to, and then we get the instrument donation bin is like half full of instruments, and it just feels good,
It does.
Yeah.
and
It's
it's
been
it's a
really
good
easy.
thing. It's
It's
positive.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
Kids get so caught up in life just like adults, and now that they're so smart, well, I don't know if you guys see it too, but kids are way smarter than we were.
Yeah.
I'm 32, and I didn't know anything when I was 7 years old, and these kids already know about freaking metaphysics. Seriously, there's kids who know so much, and if they don't have positive outlets, then what are they going to do with that knowledge?
Yeah.
Music is something that can be so simple on one end and then the most complex thing ever. And if you get a mind that is ahead of itself wrapped up in something like that, much better than gangs or violence or any of that other garbage that we show kids on TV how to do really easily,
Yeah.
So
It's got just enough of a bad boy thing.
yeah,
without
you can
being
still be a
bad.
rock star, dude.
Yeah.
You can still be a rock star.
Yeah.
So how do the kids get involved? Do you guys actively recruit them, or do they contact you, or what happens?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
I actually got an email, I don't know if you guys saw it today, from a young lady who wants to audition for us. My husband books music also, so he kind of filters the younger kids in our direction, which is really great.
Okay.
We've put out calls for music on our Facebook page when we've
Yeah.
done shows, on our website. Kids will come to shows, the word will spread, word of mouth.
Lots of referrals.
It's easy to get a hold of us.
We're at
right?
Herman's Hideaway.
Uh-huh.
That's the easiest. It's so cool to see the kids excited about Herman's because, when my band first played their first Herman's show, I remember we were like, "Hey guys, we're playing Herman's Hideaway." It's a pretty cool deal. New talent night. It was still on Wednesdays. And I remember we had a nice time slot, and we didn't even know there was a green room here, and we were so pumped, and we met. It was just awesome. But to hear the kids have that same type of enthusiasm at their age, it's just really interesting. I didn't necessarily expect that aspect. So thanks to Herman's and Mike and Chris and all these guys who help us put this on, because really without the venue,
It's true.
our lives aren't so easy.
got
I mean,
going.
we work really hard and we put on really good events and we follow through and do our thing, but it hasn't been. I'm in a lot of different things right now, and the Scenesters always seems to be the one that just works.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
It's effortless.
but
Yeah.
we put a lot of intention towards it. It just, everyone does what they're supposed to do. There's not unmanageable expectations, and we have kind of these programs that really run themselves so long as we continue to spread the word. And
Right. Well, people want to help. They want to get involved, and we've had
Yeah.
huge response.
yeah,
We've
we
had
just
some
got our
really
first
generous
anonymous
donations.
donation of it was $1,000 donation.
Yeah.
Just an amazing thing.
awesome.
That's a big
That's
step for a
awesome.
charity.
Huge.
To get a 4-figure check in the
That's
mail
right.
is one of those things that's a milestone.
Yeah.
Obviously we're gonna
Totally.
cash it, but
That's
it's
a
one
life
that
event
you want to
on
hang up on the
Facebook
wall.
right there.
So
Yeah.
Well, and even when we've done just our own events, people will they'll donate at the door, they'll donate just outright, they'll bring instruments. We had actually a reunion in May where we raised money just from our own music community, which is the most beautiful thing, mentoring the next generation. That was really fabulous that we were able to get that. And now we have resources to put toward even more.
we've kind of
Stuff to do
operated
for
as a zero-sum charity for a while. We don't have to make a whole lot of money to exist because we're all volunteers, and Herman's Hideaway is really generous with stuff like allowing us to use the stage. having a bar.
It's
and all these
win-win,
different-
man. It's win-win.
So the fact that we're starting to get some revenue is exciting because it means that we can take these things that already work without funding and we can improve them, but we don't have to be like overzealous about it. You know, a lot of times you get your check and you're like, I'm gonna go boom, 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 do all this stuff. Well, we can like take $1,000 and we can distribute it throughout the year to 4 events with a couple $100 here and get some more t-shirts and get some more stickers and the things like that are just essential for growth but are expensive. And we don't have to worry about.
Well, and
like,
we've made direct donations to music programs that's helped them be able to buy their own instruments, or, you know, things that a lot of people don't think about, purchasing music. You know, kids need lessons even beyond what you can get in band in high school, and that funding does not come very easily. So music, especially in school, a lot of the kids and the musicians that we've mentored have, you know, even of all ages have said, you know, where did I start? 4th grade band.
Right.
So keeping that going is pretty important, and that's one of the big things that inspired us to pull this all together.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
The Diane Robinson, the board member who couldn't make it tonight, I promised her that we were going to have her do a call-in. Can we, maybe can I cue up our promo video while I'm situating that? And then we'll,
yes, absolutely do it. But real quick, before we do this, I want to know, and I think the listeners want to know, what's coming up for you guys. Where can we see these kids? Where can we read more? What are the happenings that are coming up for the rest of the summer and the fall?
Well, you know, what's funny is we're choosing between a couple dates in September, and we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as we always do. Actually, as a matter of fact, we're actually having a board meeting directly after this broadcast. So we have an agenda, and we're figuring out our since we do a quarterly youth concert event. We're going to be doing one. It's looking like September.
Yeah.
So we have an instrument donation bin. There's one at the bottom of the stairs here in the green room that's half full of like clarinets and all kinds of cool
got like
stuff.
some pedals and it's got people are just bringing a bunch of stuff.
So if people want to donate, they can bring the instruments to Herman's Hideaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then on our website, people have been getting savvy on our website, figuring out our PO box, and that's where I picked up 2 checks, like within the last week. So it's just good stuff.
But yeah, check the website, I guess.
And any bands, any
Really
kid
soon.
bands that are interested in performing, send an email to milehighscenesters@gmail.com.
Yep.
Or just Facebook friend and request. But the Gmail account, I know Diane, who will get on the phone.
Oh yeah, she's all over that.
She's just on it.
Yeah.
And the second that a band auditions, she says, check these guys out. So
Great. All right, well, we're going to check out now the Mile High Scenesters promo video, and then we're going to have a phone in.
Sweet.
The mission of Mile High Scenesters is to provide a community-based platform for youth music programs by fostering an environment of creativity and mentorship.
We have a group in town that really is so supportive. They do instrument drives, they raise money for instruments, they provide opportunities for students to perform. They are called the Mile High Scenesters.
We started our own official nonprofit, and it's basically entirely focused on youth development.
I never came from a musical background or anything like that, but I remember I tried piano lessons and then I went on to oboe lessons, and then I finally found the guitar, and it fit with me so well. And you know, I've just learned to love it, and something I do every day.
We are the Mile High Scenesters. We're a non-profit organization with our partner organization Optimus Youth. We support youth musicians and school music programs.
I actually started music about 7 years ago in orchestra, and ever since then I've been interested in the guitar, and started about 5 years ago. And it's always been basically, like Kate said, my outlet, and there's really nothing else I can take my energy out on.
I'm a teacher, and so I've seen a lot of how music has benefited my students, especially the kids who struggle in school.
Right.
That's huge, and they need to have those opportunities. It's a way for us to get our youth to, you know, kind of a mentoring sort of position where we can keep them interested and involved and bring the next generation into our fold, so to speak.
We've been doing a quarterly event series that's family-friendly, all-age events at Herman's Hideaway. Get kids up on a big stage, let them see what that's like. We also have a singer-songwriter series, elementary school students, and an ongoing musical instrument drive. We recently donated quite a few instruments to DPS. We also raised over $3,000 at our last event in December, and those funds have been designated for Denver Public School music programs.
There was no program like this available. I mean, if I if I had the opportunity to play on the stage at Herman's Hideaway when I was 12 years old, 13 years old, my life path would have been completely different. Imagine having those 11 years of growth underneath your feet, but also with positive adult role models that guide you through the process.
Check us out at milehighscenesters.org or contact us at milehighscenesters@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you.
Very nice, very nice. Again, we're here with Mile High Scenesters on Music Buzz Live Radio. Right now we are going to do a call-in with the one absent board member. Because since there is no vote going on here, we don't need a vote tally. We just need a call-in. So.
Are you there, Diane?
I'm here. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Diane. Hello. How are you?
I'm great. Sorry I couldn't be there in person. Thanks for calling me.
That's okay. So we've been kind of going around and getting the stories from the other board members here about the birth of their passion and why they do this. So before we go any further, let's get that out of you.
Did you hear that, Diane?
A little bit of a cutout. Sorry. I heard that you've been going around asking the other board members.
Yeah, we're hoping to get your story as to how you came involved and why you wanted to become involved.
We want your story on why you became involved and why you're involved. Just overall statement.
Yeah, the reason I got involved with the Mile High Scenesters, well, we all came together to raise some money for some members of the music community that were in need, and we just kind of had a magic that worked really well together. And we sat down and started talking about all these do-gooding things that we were, would all like to get involved with, and it just all kind of came together after a bunch of brainstorming, going back and forth, that we wanted to do something related to music since we were all connected to music and have been in different ways for many, many years. And we decided the best way to do this was by helping mentor young budding musicians, helping school music programs. There have been so many cuts to those programs over the years and how important those programs are, to the overall education and development of kids and, having better grades and attendance in school when they're involved in music.
Okay. And Diane, has there been a moment so far in the 2 years that has stood out to you as a highlight or maybe the high point of the organization?
Oh my God! I mean, I can't really think of one moment in particular, to be honest with you, because I think just overall, I'm continuously amazed at the amazing, I know I just said that, but really, truly amazing talent that has graced our stage. These young kids, some who have had no or very little, live stage experience. They're just incredible, and the involvement and support of their families and schools has just been wonderful. And I think overall as a team, all of my partners and I'm sure will agree that we all get so much more out of it than we ever give, and we just enjoy it immensely. So just one particular moment's really tough to pick out.
Okay. Good answer, Diane.
Fair enough. I think we can. I think we can all take something out of that. Is there anything that you would like to see the organization do that hasn't happened yet, or maybe some new cool idea that you would like to see brew?
Did you hear that, Diane?
Yeah, sorry, I think I missed part of it again.
Just anything that hasn't happened yet that you think would be cool or that you would like to see happen in the future.
Well, I just would like, I think if I got that, you're asking if there's something more that I would like to say or get out of this,
absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. Yes, for you or for the organization.
I think I would just like to, just spread the word further on what we are doing and get more involvement. And I mean, we are, we all know musicians throughout the Denver metro area and beyond, and know so many of our fellow friends and musicians have kids that are also musicians, and just the great stuff that we do at our events and giving them opportunities, because these kids are the future of our music scene. So, be certain to, if you have kids that are artists, to email us at milehighscenesters@gmail.com with videos. And, you know, we love to bring back our alumni. We do have repeat guests that we've had grace our stage and events before, but we love to see new talent all the time. So please be sure to get in contact with us. We're very supportive of these kids and what they're doing, and we want to see new blood all the time, but we love and support our alumni as well.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for your time, Diane, and we look forward to seeing you down here.
Thank you, Diane.
Thanks, Diane.
Thanks, Diane. Love ya.
Okay, guys, and real quick, we're just about out of time, but give us the website and the Facebook one more time.
www.milehighscenesters.org, and the Facebook is it's a group, Mile High Scenesters.
Yep.
Great. All right. Well, this has been the Mile High Scenesters here on Music Buzz Live Radio. We want to thank all of our guests tonight, Masuji, the Mile High Scenesters, and all the bands that we had the privilege of listening to their music in the Hack It or Axe It section.
That was
and
fun.
just throughout the program. We will be back next Wednesday at 6 o'clock with some more music and some new fresh angles and ways to talk to people in the scene. My name is Moose. You've been listening to Music Buzz Live Radio. We will see you on the flip side. Peace.